into it. All right. Let's go ahead and get right into it. What's going on with the good people? Hopefully everybody's doing well today, man. We about to get right into it. Today I'm going to be debuting and breaking down my personal NicoTV West Power Rankings. Power Rankings is something that I've been doing since I first started 2017. This year, I think even last year, and really started it, but didn't really get into it. We're still trying to formulate a process. Find something that would be easy to follow for everybody. Everybody could go ahead and follow it pretty easily. And so, Mama, what's going on with you? What's good with you? What's good with you? Shout out to the YouTube family, Caffeine family that always pulls up. Appreciate y'all. If y'all can, make sure that you guys hit that like as well. So I've been trying to figure out a process, man, of how I want to do these power rankings. Because when I first started off, man, it was something that, specifically for the West region, make sure that everybody could follow it, be able to be in tune with not just the top tiers, not just the people at the top of the food chain, but the people on the come up. There's a lot of dope battle rappers over here that a lot of times they don't really get the credit, they don't get the praise, they don't get the acknowledgement like some of the other battle rappers. You know what I'm saying? Based on, a lot of people, they want to see what the top tiers are doing. So I finally came up with something that I feel like will both benefit what I'm trying to do, the vision I have to help the West, get some more spotlight on the West, in particular the local scene, as well as something that is easy for everybody to follow. So I'm presenting to y'all the West Coast Western Conference Power Rankings. So to show you guys an example of what I'm talking about, so I know that this is what it's going to come down to. We're going to start from 1, and we're going to make our way all the way up, all the way down to where it's at. So this is really a top 10. It's really a top 10. There will be 15 ranked battle rappers. But this is really about the top 10. The 11 through 15, that's what I would call the on the bubble. Basketball, you got 1 through 8 seed, but then you got like the 9, 10, 11. They might have a chance, or maybe 9 and 10 has a chance. If they win a couple games, they might be able to get into the top 10. That's pretty much how I'm formulating mine. It's pretty much how I'm formulating mine. Right? So I'm going to start off and make sure I explain everything, because there is certain things on here I don't want to go over anybody's head. But we're going to start off with number 1. We're going to start off at number 1. And so we have, at number 1, we have Rum Nitty. Now I'm starting off here, and I know people are like, well, damn, man, you starting off at the powerful right off the rip. Yeah, because I want to make sure I break this down and it makes sense to everybody. And if there's any questions along the way, everybody can go ahead and ask their questions. Anybody who has a question, anybody who needs clarification, we can get to all of that, right? And so you see Rum Nitty, number 1. Now, you can see their whole 2021 resume. It has whether they won or lost or had a debatable next to the name. And also at the same time as that, you'll see what you see are plus signs. And on certain battle rappers, you'll see negatives. You'll see a negative. And so with the 2021 resume, with stating whether it was a win or a loss, and I'm going to explain exactly how you get wins and losses. I'll definitely explain all of that. But the plus or minus next to your name, that is for the quality of your individual performance. Make sure I put that out there. The plus or minus that is next to your win or loss or debatable is to signify the quality of your own performance. Overall, we're talking about your material, the consistency, moments, the performance itself. It's to signify all of that. And so this is a way where, because I notice a lot of times, especially here in the West, people say, well, I won the battle, which is true. Sometimes people do get wins over here, right? But they weren't necessarily good in the battle. Or let's say they weren't up to their standard of good in the battle. They were okay, they were decent, they were solid, whatever kind of adjective you want to throw out there to describe it as, right? So what I've done is that I'm taking away that element of where you could just say, well, I won the battle, nothing else matters. No. For a power ranking, more than that matters. For a power ranking, more than just your win or loss matters. Though winning and losing is very impactful as well. It's very impactful as well. So as you can see, you got Rum Nitty 2021 resume, Don Marino. You got a win, clear win. I'm going to explain what wins and losses, how that is calculated. Because there is a certain calculation that is made to make sure that people are getting the win, the loss, so on and so forth. So you have Don Marino, Holmesy, DNA and Don Marino. And you'll notice that there is no win or loss next to the 2-on-2. I'm going to explain that as well. You have a Serious Jones, Drugs, Cortez, and obviously last battle versus Geechee Gotti. And so the win or loss for app battles only. If a battle drops on YouTube, there is another way that I'm going to be selecting winners and losers. It's going to be a pretty simple vote for that. But in terms of app battles, URL app battles, because a lot of these battles drop on the app. There's other apps out there too. Shout out to every battle rap league that has apps and they have certain judging systems or voting systems on their app. This is how it's calculated. This is how I calculate battles. 65% and lower, you have yourselves a debatable battle. Make sure I say that. Make sure I'm clarifying. I only want to say 65. Let's say 64.9999. How many nines you want? Let's just go there. 64.9 to clarify it even further. And below, you have yourself a debatable. Now, I know people are going to be like, well, that sounds like that's too high of a percentage. 64% sounds like a lot of people voting to be having a debatable, Nico. I agree. When I first thought about it, I'm like, man, you know, if I'm telling niggas that two-thirds is where it's at, man, gotta have a certain. I gotta base this on something. So I looked up other debatable battles on the app. Most recently, New Jersey Twerk had a battle versus Jada Nightwing. Volume. Return of New Jersey Twerk. Culture was split. Battle was over. Great back and forth battle. Split decision. People didn't know which way they wanted to go. It's like, oh man, I thought Twerk won. Oh, I thought Jay won. So I went to the app and I calculated. I said, okay, let me figure out what the percentage is on these votes. And it turned out that battle had Jada Nightwing winning the vote 62% to 38%. It had him winning 62% to 38%. So I said, okay, so there's at least one battle that has of debatable nature that has, you know, that percentile. So let's go ahead and check out some other battles that have happened. Let's check out some other debatable battles that have happened over time. And so I found that a lot of other debatable battles, especially when you look at certain polls, whether it's on Twitter or the caffeine vote, I've looked at a lot of debatable battles and I've seen that those votes sometimes are in that range. So then you ask, well, where is the battle where you see you're 65% or higher, and it's you go to something that's not debatable. It goes to a clear category, right? So I look at K-Shine versus Chilla Jones. I look at universally clear battles, and normally those battles tend to get, if they're very clear, where it was undisputed, clear winner, consensus by the culture, normally those battles get into the 70%. So you're talking about 70% and higher. But I looked up the recent battle, Av versus Jada Nightwing. I looked up how the voting was going on that battle. I said, you know, when I watched it, I thought it was a close battle, but I had Av winning. But I noticed that a lot of people in the culture, majority of the culture, has that being an L for Jada Nightwing. So I went to the percentages and I said, okay, let's calculate. Let's calculate Jada Nightwing and Av. So I went and did the calculation. And Av was winning the vote. It was about, I think, 0.2. It was like 65.8%. 65.8% of the vote. And obviously that battle is relatively new, so they're still going to be voting on that battle and continuing to build up the votes on that battle, right? But that had a 65, basically say 66%. And the culture was a consensus to Av won. So what I've basically been doing is I've been checking the stats on different battles that people say are clear, different battles that people say are debatable. I even went back in time, checked out other times where battles were judged. I've looked at how the conversation pieces and the voting polls and the fan votes, and I've looked at all that type of stuff. The only way the percentage does not matter is in a judged battle. Make sure I'm clear on that. If the battle was judged, whether that be by fan vote, whether that was a fan vote, or they had literal judges there or on live stream. If the battle gets judged, whoever they gave the win or the loss to is the winner or loser. There is no exceptions. No exceptions. If you were in a judged situation and they told you you lost, gotta hold the L. They told you won, gotta accept that. You gotta accept the dub. No matter what we feel. Perfect example of this, I'm gonna use another recent battle. So, you know what I'm saying? Recent history so people understand. Coffee versus T-Top. I think that's one of the best battles that happened this year. I think it's one of the best battles that happened this year. They judged that battle. And as much as I think the battle was close, as much as I even believe Coffee won the battle, I personally had Coffee winning that battle. Battle was judged, and the vote said that Coffee lost. So, regardless of what I feel, judge battle goes in that category. So I want to make sure I'm clear on that when it comes to the wins and losses, right? Also, with wins and losses, they account for the biggest impact in terms of your ranking. You will see on here that there are some people who have a win, or they might have debatables. The win or the loss will count. Count a little bit more than just your standard debatable. Now, if your debatable battle was of the highest quality, oh, this is a powerful battle, powerful performance. Great back and forth battle. I don't know who won. Give you another recent example, DNA versus B-Dot. The fan vote, the last time I looked at that fan vote, had B-Dot, I think, winning by 1 vote. The day prior when I looked at it, DNA was winning by 2 votes. So that battle is the epitome of something debatable. Rum Nitty versus Geechee Gotti. They're separated by 1 fan vote. 1 fan vote. Debatable. They got 3 of the judges to vote. It's 2-2 split. Battle goes into a debatable form. It was judged, and 2-2 was the final decision. All right? Now, YouTube drops, because a lot of majority of the battles still, coming out on YouTube. You're asking, well, how will you judge the YouTube? How will YouTube be judged? Couple different ways. One way is I am going to have a quote-unquote fan vote. I'm going to let the people tell me battles. Now, I'm already knowing that, especially in the West, there's going to be an issue with being biased. What's going on with Ref? Dot everything. Brett, I see y'all in the chat. What's good with y'all? Salute to the YouTube. I know everybody's going to say, well, the West is biased. If you post this in the Western Conference or all things West, it's just going to be a whole bunch of biasness. So all voting will be done via Twitter. All voting will be done via Twitter on my Twitter. Who won this battle? Your name and that name. Open forum, national forum, people from everywhere able to access it, watch the battle, see who they want to go ahead and vote for. And because I know a lot of y'all from the Western Conference are not on Twitter, like I've told y'all over the years, you should be on Twitter, but neither here nor there. A lot of y'all are still not. You cannot tell me, oh, well, it's going to be 100% biased. It's not. Neutral grounds. It's not a West group. It's a national platform. So that's where it's going to go in terms of YouTube. Also, there will be situations where, let's say it's, let's say this is for, we could have awards every year. Let's say somebody's like, well, Nico, man, I don't think that's going to work just with a Twitter vote, man. You're going to need to have a panel. You're going to have a panel of people. I want clarification because maybe at the end of the year I might get an award or something. I need clarification. And I don't just trust an online vote. No problems whatsoever. We will vote for it amongst ourselves. I already have a panel of people who have already agreed, people who have said, hey, I'm down to be a part of that. Let me know when. So that's also an option. Also an option. Let's say it's a high profile battle. People are like, look, man, I don't just want to leave it up to a Twitter poll. I don't want to leave it up to that. We need judges. A battler says, hey, look, man, I want judges. I own that Twitter. I want judges. I want judges. Granted. And then that falls in the same category. I told you guys, I'll judge battles. Whatever that verdict is, no matter how close the battle is, you now get a win or a loss. So I hope we're clear on that. You're asking the panel to judge the battle, that becomes a judge battle. Becomes a judge battle. Now, if you're doing it by the Twitter poll, the same rules would apply for that as the percentages I told you before. Make sense? So pretty much think of it this way. If you got 2/3 of the vote or more, you got the dub. If it's less than 2/3, you don't get the dub. Easier way of simplifying it and putting it out there so everybody understands it. If it's 2/3 or more, less than 2/3, you got it. Right? And for the battles that do come out on YouTube, I will have times where I live stream the battle. Say the battle was powerful. Nico, we need to watch on this one. We need to see, we need to watch this one. We need to see what people are talking about. I'll watch the battle. It'll go into the West to Watch content, power ranking, style matchup. We need to go ahead and get an official winner. Boom. Then I can go ahead and take a poll right there live on the YouTube with you guys, so you guys can go ahead and tell me exactly who you guys have winning. And we can tally up every single vote, put it into a percentage. Boom. All right? For this power rankings, everything is going to be visual. There will be no online situation like how I used to try to create sheets and, oh, you get points for this and you get points for that. And points. I'm not doing all that. Simplifying it. Everything will be visual as you see right here. As you see right here, everything will be visual. Everything will be visual. So again, looking at Rum Nitty, his 2021 resume, Don Marino, he won the battle and he had a quality performance. So you get a W with a plus next to it. You get a W with a plus next to it. Holmesy the God, same thing. W, quality performance. Now, this is what I want to break down because I know people are wondering, well, you have these W's next to these battles, but the 2-on-2, there's no result. There's no plus, there's no minus, there's no win, there's no loss. Why is it the 2-on-2 is like that? You said you late, what'd you miss? I'm just breaking down the power rankings. I'm breaking down the power rankings. I went over the win and loss, the percentages for wins and losses. 2/3 or more, clear. Less than 2/3, debatable. Make sense? I want to make sure I'm making sense with that. 2/3 or more, that's a clear win or clear loss. Less than 2/3, got to debate. That's pretty much what I'm breaking down. Now I'm getting into the 2-on-2. And 2-on-2s and one-rounders are in the same boat because you will see people with one-rounders. There's a man on this power ranking who has 8 one-round battles. I'm not kidding y'all. He has a total of like 10 or 11 battles, and 8 of them are one-rounders. I ain't lying. There's a person who has 8 one. I was like, what? When I had to look up these battles, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. He had, and he does. So you're probably asking, well, what does the 1-round and the 2-round and a 2-on-2 have in common? What they have in common with my power rankings is that they hold no weight of wins or losses on a person's resume. You will not get a win or a loss for it. Debatable, nothing. It does not count in the win-loss column, win-loss debatable column. It does not count. Make sure I say that again because I know people are going to be like, well, what about T-Rex versus Young Ill? And what about Tay-Rock and Bad News? Or what about, Lou Castro and K-Shine versus Av and Fonz? What about, I know it's a whole bunch of what-if scenarios. It's a lot. At best, what I could give you in a 2-on-2 situation is 50% of that performance. At best, I could give you 50%. You're not the only one out there. You got a partner. So you only get 50% of the credit. I can't count that. I'm counting 1-on-1, 3 rounds. So 2-on-2s will not get anything added to it. Now, because a 2-on-2 is like an all-star game, you can say, man, but this was the most entertaining battle. Man, they was wilding. They clearly won. They was going crazy. That's dope. That's nice. They gave us a moment in time. Gave us a nice exhibition match to watch. They gave us a nice all-star game. Like when you have like the dunk contest, you have like the dunk contest, the 3-point contest, the skills challenge. You got all that on Saturday night weekend NBA. Saturday nights they do that. It's great. You get awarded the best 3-point. You won a 3-point contest. Hey, y'all, I was the best dunker out of everybody who was dunking. Hey, y'all, I won the skills challenge. I got the best skill set out of this challenge. It's another trophy you put up in your house, in your crib, but that has no impact on your actual career. It doesn't. At least for these power rankings, it doesn't. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Please hit the like if you can for your boy. Make sure that you hit the like for your boy. I appreciate y'all tuning in. But yes, 1-rounders and 2-on-2s, you're not getting a win or a loss for that. You're not. Now, let's say it's a scenario where somebody's like, well, man, Battle Rapper A has 3 wins, no losses, no debatables, and a 2-on-2. Battle Rapper B has 3 wins, no losses, no debatables, equally good performance, equal on the win. Everything was equal, and they also had a 2-on-2. Right? And you say, well, this person's 2-on-2 was better than this person's 2-on-2. So wouldn't they be? You're not debating the 2-on-2. I won't. Like I said, there's somebody on here with 8 1-round battles. And when I looked at all the 1-rounders, I'm like, that's like 3 battles. That's like 3 3-round battles. Damn near. You put on a show for 1 round, that's great. If you were in the NBA and you played 1 quarter of basketball for a whole season, you wouldn't make any of the lists. You wouldn't make any of the lists. That's what we doing here. That's what we doing here. No, but 1-rounder is great. It's an entertaining little all-star okay, cool. Little scrimmage 1-on-1. Right? 2-on-2s, all-star game. Not counting on a power ranking. So we'll make sure I'm clear on that, because you will see there are people with 1-rounders with 2-on-2s. You're like, damn, why didn't this not count them? They don't count as a win. They don't count as a loss. Don't. Now, I already know an example is going to be made of saying, well, 40 bars of E Hart versus Jazz and Official. That was a very impactful, disgusting looking choke that happened in the third, not completing the round. It looked bad, Nico. This person was getting bodied. This person was getting destroyed. God, it just looked crazy, Nico. They're just getting this. It's annihilation. Marv won and Quest when they battled twerking. So, it's just looking bad, Nico. Great. It could look as bad as it wants to. There have been blowouts in All-Star games, too. And guess what? It didn't affect nobody's stock moving forward. I done seen niggas lose by 40, 50 points before. All-Star game. Oh, man, festivities. We blowing them out. 30 points. Get them out of here. They can't guard us. That's nice. That's nice. Doesn't count towards the regular season. So that is how 2-on-2s and 1-rounders are working, right? So for everybody, you will see 2021 resume with their battles listed. You will see their record right underneath it. And then at the bottom, previous ranking, current ranking. So everybody you're going to see is going to have a current ranking. This is the first installment of this. So everybody's going to have a current ranking. Now, as battles are dropped, the rankings will be updated. This is not something that, as battles are dropped, I will be updating the rankings. I will be updating. Right? You will know. I was like, hey, look, this person has a battle drop. Let's check their resume out again. Let's see. We have an event coming up this upcoming weekend. There's a few people who's on that event that they can change some things. They can change some things about where they're ranked at right now. They can definitely change some things right now. So, just to make sure that I'm putting it out there simple and plain, as I update them, as we watch them, as you vote on them, everything like that, I will have updates. Right? I will let you guys know, hey, look, this person is going from here, they're going to here, X, Y, and Z, these are the reasons why. Right? So, salute on that. Getting tagged and stuff right now. Salute on that. But yeah, that's pretty much the completeness of the breakdown. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I showed y'all who's number one. So y'all know who's number one. We got Rum Nitty. When we get back to that, I'm going to show you exactly why he is where he is right now. Right? Because the top 5, you can pretty much guess who the 5 people are. But the order is a little different. I'm not going to lie to y'all. The order is a little bit different. So let's go ahead and look at it. Let's go ahead and check it out. Right? Said Philly to the finals. That's hilarious. All right, so starting at number 15, we're going to work our way from the on the bubble, and we're going to work our way up all the way back up to where Rum Nitty is at number 1. Number 15, we have none other than the Queen, Red Bangs Don't Bang. Coming in at number 15 on the top 10 power rankings in the on the bubble category, we have none other than Red Bangs Don't Bang. As you can see, her 2021 resume consists of 2 battles. 1 versus Karma, 1 versus Shice Raw. He had a Queen of the Ring battle and a Hit List Battle League battle. Shout out to the Hit List League. Doing a lot of great work out here in the culture. Shout out to Queen of the Ring as well. Results of both of those battles, debatable. Very split decision. amongst the people who watched this battle. Very split. I had some people tell me, I like what this person was saying more than Red Bangs, but there was other people like, nah, Nico, Red Bangs is wildin'. So after having these conversations and going back and forth and figuring out what was the result, finally came down to a decision of debatable for both battles. And she is currently ranked at number 15. Now, I will tell you guys this. Quality of opponent is going to come up a lot because you will see people, because I said wins and losses hold a big impact, but the quality of your opponent and what that battle actually meant means a lot. I'm going to definitely get into that as we go. So at number 15, we have Red Bangs Don't Bang, putting in that work this year. Quietly putting in the work too, because I don't think a lot of people have been talking about her this year like how they should be. She quietly been putting in that work. She's been doing a lot of good work out here in the culture. So shout out to Red Bangs. Number 14. Let's get into number 14 on the list. We have none other than Mr. Stewie Newton coming in at number 14. We have none other than Mr. Stewie Newton. Now, you said I'm not number one. Hey, yo. We gonna get into it, man. So at number 14, we have Stewie Newton. He has a debatable, very good battle. One of the battles of the year. Shout out to the Riot Network for putting this on. That whole Riot card, if you think about it, had like 4 or 5 battles that were high quality, debatable, rewatchable battles. So you had Real Name and Marv. You had Cali Smooth and Jay Murder. You had Billy Boondocks and Stewie. I mean, you had a lot on that. That card was loaded. You look back at that card, that's one of the better cards of the year. Seriously, that's one of the better cards of the year. That's a powerful card. Even that Dev the Demon and Truth on, like that's a very powerful card when you look back at that. Right? So you have a debatable with Billy Boondocks, quality debatable. Remember, you see the plus next to the name. Right? So the plus is talking about your quality of your individual performance, material, moments, consistency, etc., etc., etc. Spasmatic had a battle out there in the Northwest. Got a dub. Quality. Did his thing. Yesterday, though, Stewie Newton. Season 1, King of the Dot. Shout out to the King of the Dot platform. Judge battle versus Caustic. The verdict in that battle was in favor of Caustic. I think it was 4-1. I think the fan vote was like 80-20 or 78-22, something crazy like that, that's wild in itself, but neither here nor there. And then 3 out of the 4 judges said Caustic won. I think Winged Truth. Shout out to Wing, but she was the one who voted Stewie Newton a winner. But the other 3 disagreed. They gave it to Caustic. Despite the fact that they had a good back and forth battle. Despite the fact that both of them were good, the verdict was an L. And it was judged. Now, had the battle just been a regular battle on a regular main stage card, you just have Stewie and Caustic, now that becomes something that we can go ahead and debate and have, votes and get the percentages, yada, yada, yada. We can get into that. It was judged, though. So you do get an L. But he gets a plus for quality of performance. So you get the L. The L counts against you. But I'm still giving you your credit for the quality of your performance. Still going to give you credit for the quality of performance. Now, it doesn't count for as much as what a win would give you. A win with a quality performance is well over a loss with a quality performance. But you will still get credit for having a quality performance. Makes sense. See Faden here. You said review the other 6. Now we only have 15, 14. This is the on the bubble category. There's really only a top 10, but I'm giving y'all top 15. The 11 through 15 is your on the bubble. Okay, who's closer? Who's the next 5 to make it to number 10? All right. So we here with it. Next up on the list. Let's see, where's it at? Things ain't in order. Let's see. I think that's 13. It is. We have Reverse Live. Now, this is something that I had an error on. I forgot to have my editor. This is my fault. I didn't check this until we was already here, and I was like, damn, I should have made double checked it. He does have 2 quality performances. So you see a W, you don't see a plus. You like, Nico, what happened? He does have quality performances, both of these people. Chewy and Cali Smooth. That was my fault for not adding that in my edits. I didn't double check it. That's my fault. We'll make sure we update that for Mr. Reverse Live. But yesterday, he had his second battle. Cali Smooth, judge battle. Very good battle, by the way. I don't know. The fan vote was something. It was something like the fan vote was like 70-30 or 75-20. It was something crazy. Might even been like 80-20. I don't know. It was something crazy. They had a very good battle. I was very, very entertained by this battle. I thought they both had dope angles, bars. I thought everything was going very, very well in that battle. Vote said otherwise. They gave him the win. He is awarded the win, and now he sits at 2-0-0. All right? Now, no, people are going to be like, well, he has 2 wins. You're probably going to see other people on here who may not have 2 wins. They might have 2 debatables, a win and a debatable. You might be like, Nico, what's going on? I will explain it as we get there. All the factors, your quality of your opponent, your own consistency, your material, all of that stuff plays a factor. It all plays a factor. But we have Reverse Live coming in at number 13. Well deserved, by the way. I don't think Reverse Live gets enough credit for what he does. He be cooking a lot. I don't think he gets enough credit for what the work that he puts in. I do not think he gets enough credit at all. And so next on the list is going to be exactly what I was telling y'all, somebody with 2 debatables. You go from Reverse Live at 13 to the Kid Clutch at number 12. The Kid Clutch coming in at number 12. All right? Number 14 was Stewie Newton Ledge. Number 15 was Red Bangs Don't Bang. 15 Red Bangs Don't Bang. 14 Stewie Newton. 13 Reverse Live. And now we are here at the Kid Clutch, number 12. Now you guys are going to say, well, Reverse Live has 2 W's. Clutch doesn't have any W's. He has 2 debatables. So why is one weight higher than the other? This is where strength of schedule comes in. Clutch face tougher competition. If we get into the material, performance, we get into impact, we get into those type of things, Clutch checks off more boxes as of right now than Reverse Live. Now, had the other battle been something similar to the Cali Smooth battle, that would change things. But 2 quality opponents. City Towers on a good stage. A-Ward, good stage. And that was West Coast Elites. Very good battle, debatable battle. Very quality. 2 very dope quality performances against 2 very dope quality performers. And so we have Kid Clutch coming in at number 12 right now. So, number 11. And if I'm remembering correctly, this is where I was telling y'all, when I was telling y'all earlier that there was somebody with a lot of 1-rounders, this is the person. Number 11. We have Emerson Kennedy. Coming in at number 11. Yeah, they both went crazy yesterday, They both went crazy. That's why I was like, with these judge battles, see, sometimes the judge battle, you'll get the win, but the quality of the battle, it was so close that you just be like, damn, man, I hate that somebody has to take a clear L, but it's judged. So are things in the culture. So, we have Emerson Kennedy at number 11. He is after the top 10, he is the first battler that is up in rank to go ahead and get that next slot. And so as you can see, he has 8 1-round battles. He has Vixen. He has Chuck Book, Gamble, Sauce, J. Lopez, Sass, and Ultimate Beast Primus, Max Taylor. This man, Emerson Kennedy, has more 1-rounders than A-Ward did last year. He has more 1-round battles than A-Ward did all of last year. We're only halfway through the year. Like I told y'all, 1-round battles do not count towards your record. They do not count on the power rankings. That is great that you had a 1-on-1 scrimmage versus somebody else. It is great that some of y'all had an all-star game 2-on-2 battle versus another team. That's great. Never seen an all-star game where the team got blown out by 30 affect the team in a regular season. Never knew one-on-one scrimmages in practice affected you and your ranking in the league amongst that. No, not doing that. One-rounders and 2-on-2s are not qualified in here. Now, they will be put on your resume so people can see how many times you battle. Your resume is your resume. But we're not putting a quality performance. We're not putting a win or a loss next to those battles. Not going to. The 3-round one-on-one battle is what matters for the power rankings. Yeah, EK been, bro, you have to understand, bro. I was on the phone, and I'm just like, yeah, Emerson Kennedy, let me look up EK's resume. I remembered Vixen, I remember Big Cannon, MT Money. I'm like, oh, he got 3 battles. And it's like, nah, keep looking. Like, huh? And I just typed in it, and I'm like, okay, he got this battle. He got this. I'm looking at the phone, I'm like, what? I'm like, this man he been working. A lot of one-round work. You get credited with your one round. All your 1 rounds are there for the people to see that you've done that this year. Doesn't get power ranking though. Just doesn't. But shout out to Mr. Emerson Kennedy, who has a clear win versus MT Money. A debatable battle versus Big Cannon on the main stage, which that counts for some impact as well. Shout out to him. And a notable one-rounder versus Vixen. I think that was probably the most notable one-rounder out of all his one-round battles he's had this year. So shout out to Emerson Kennedy. Working. Now let's get into the top 10. Let's get into the top 10, people. Coming in at number 10. This man has been cooking this year. He has been cooking. Oh, he's been cooking this year. Had a standout moment on that same card, the Riot Network. So I'm telling you, that event from the Riot, that's the event of the year, damn near. We will talk about that when we get to it. But coming in at number 10, we have none other than Mad Flex coming in at number 10. As you can see, K Philosophy got a W, quality performance versus K Philosophy, and had a moment in that battle. Damn near went viral. I mean, the culture was going crazy over his 3rd round. Damn near went viral. Then had a quality battle versus XQZ, 3-round battle, iBattle. Salute to the iBattle platform. Very dope platform over there. And so he has 2 quality performances in winning fashion. And that is why he is at number 10 on the power rankings for the West region. Now, that third was crazy. Third was definitely crazy. Now, let's get into it. Number 9. This is where we're going to start having some problems. Because, like I said, I have a panel. I have some people I was talking to about this. And you're going to notice that some names are not on here. You guys are going to notice that there are some names that are not a part of this ranking. And I felt uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. I felt uncomfortable with certain names not being on here. I said, there's no way when you mention this name, they one of the best in the West and one of the best in the culture. How are they not? But then you got to look at how much work they've done this year. Right? Coming in at number 9, we have Saint LA. Saint LA. Now, I know people are going to say, Nico, the man won $50,000. $50K. He had $50K, Nico. How is he only ranked number 9? And he won $50K in a tournament. That was the question I asked the people I talked to. I said, look, how? I said, I'm not comfortable with this man only being ranked here. We have to go back and check this again. But he just recently, within the last few months, he took a clear loss to Fate. Consensus clear. I even asked people from his crew, his squad. I said, look, give me the honest answer about this battle. I was so, Nico, lost that clear. And so we have to take away points for the L and the quality of the performance performance wasn't up to par. It wasn't up there. This was not what you got from the Marv 1 performance or other ones. So that L is why he drops down. Because me personally, I'm thinking the Marv 1 battle by itself, you should be able to get at least 3 of these local battles. At least you talking about winning 50K, you got to get at least 3. You got to get at least 3. Now, had he had a debatable with Fate with a quality performance, you couldn't tell me nothing about putting this man in the top 5. But after talking to people, I said, you know what? You guys are right. We being fair, not being biased, not just thinking with the name aspect, who has the biggest name, but the work. Emphasis on the work. The work has to be emphasized. We have to emphasize the work. So Saint is in the top 10, but he's only at number 9. Coming in at number 8. Number 8. Where's number 8 at? Let me make sure I got number 8 on here. Oh, he's right here. This man has not lost a battle in 2 years. Maybe has not even lost a battle in the last 3. It's been at least 3 years since I personally have seen him take a clear loss. He cleared all his opponents last year, from opponents that were mid-tier veterans, people who are well-respected, battlers on the come-up. Anybody you've put in front of him last year, he cooked them all. Even won an award because of it. And this year, he picked up right where he left off. He been cooking some more shit. Coming in at number 8, we have none other than Bobby Lee. Coming in at number 8, we have none other than Bobby Lee. 3 clear victories, all quality performances. His material has been fire. He's had fire material. He's been cooking shit. Traveling different places, all different leagues. He's been cooking this year in the West. Consistency through the roof. I told you the man ain't lost in 2 years. It could be 3. I have to go back to the files and check. I no guarantee the last 2. I could guarantee you that. Last 2 he ain't lost. Clear wins. Nothing debatable. Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee. Number 8. Very, very dope year. He's had a very quality year. So in terms of battle, his performance, he's just been doing it. We had number 7 now. Coming in at number 7. This was the battle rapper last year who was neck and neck all year long for Grassroots Battler of the Year. This was the man who was his closest competition when it came to Grassroots Battler of the Year. And this year, they had it again. Coming in at number 7, y'all. At number 7, we have Fate. We have Fate ranked number 7 on the NicoTV West Power Rankings. Clear wins over Dot Everything, Conflict, and Saint. Quality of opponents is very good. Conflict is a solid opponent. We won't say is a very good yet. He still has the potential to get there, but we ain't gonna put him up with the Dots and the Saints, but he's working his way there. But 2 out of your 3 opponents, very good quality. And his performances in all 3 have been very good. Very good. Cooking. We have Fate at number 7 on the power rankings. Let's go to number 6. I know we got to get to number 6. Where's it at? Where are you at? Number 6. It's one of his squad mates. It's one of his crew members, a fellow demon. We have none other than Nex coming in at number 6. We have Nex coming in at number 6. Said Jag was shook at number 7, didn't even show up. Hilarious. Yo, I'm going to get into that because there's some names. I told y'all there was some names I didn't feel comfortable leaving off the list, but after really analyzing the work, I was like, you know what? This is what it is. These are the people. We'll get into that. But right now we're at number 6. We have Nex 2 wins, 1 debatable. I know people are saying, well, Fate has 3 wins. Next only has 2. And a debatable. Nico, how then would he be over him? And the answer is quite simply, one of those clear W's is on the main stage. Caffeine live streamed in front of the world. His best performance to date on URL. Went crazy versus Murder. He also has a clear win versus KO. He had a debatable versus Rubendo that was also on URL. I believe that was Born Legacy. That is why the Impact takes it up just a little bit more. You can have a clear dub. The quality, it takes it up another notch. Takes it up another notch. Slap has to be. All right, that has to be Ledge typing for you, right? We're gonna get in. We'll get into shit later. So number 5, we're at the top 5 now. Top 5 battle rappers on the power rankings. So number 5, where is he at? Number 5 just battled recently on Gnome 11. Had a battle on Gnome 11. He's had a pretty good year this year. People had him in some of them talks. One of the dopest battle rappers from the West. We have Jada Nightwing. We have Jada Nightwing coming in at number 5. New Jersey Twerk, debatable battle, quality performance versus New Jersey Twerk on his return, which is very tough to even try to get a debatable out of that. Did have the 2-on-2 battle all-star game. And battled Av. Quality performance and a loss, though. By the percentages. Loss is close to being debatable. Percentage wasn't in his favor. So 2 quality performances. The all-star game, all-star. We're talking about the 2-3 rounds. 1-on-1 3. 2 quality performances on the main stage. New Jersey Twerk, Av. Strength of competition, very dope. Twerk and Av, 2 of the best in battle rap. And he put on in both battles. He did work in both battles. And to me, I thought him and Av was a close battle. I thought it could be debated. But this is the results we have here. Jada Nightwing at number 5. You said no little slap. Listen, man. I'm gonna get into the names who didn't make it. Y'all keep mentioning Lil Slap. Let me get through this list and we can start having these other conversations. Goddammit. Number 4, we have none other than B-Dot the God. B-Dot coming in at number 4. 2 debatable battles this year. 1 versus Shotgun Suge. He did have a 2-on-2 battle versus Arsenal and Kid Chaos, all-star game. And he just had probably one of the most debatable battles next to Geechee and Nitty this year. I think him and, last time I looked at his battle with him and DNA, one day DNA was up 2, the next day B-Dot was up 1. It was tied at one point. Like, that battle's extremely debatable. Very good battle. One of the best battles of Gnome, by the way. Very good battles this year. We got B-Dot at number 4. Shout out to B-Dot. He also had a video drop today on URL. Check out that new music video. Fire. Very dope. Number 3. You guys probably know who this person is. He had a major slip up at Gnome, but the work is still the work, and we got him where he's at. Number 3, we have none other than Danny Myers. Coming in at number 3 this year, he has clearly all quality performances except for Real Sick. But these are all of his quality performances with W's. Drugs, Kid Chaos, Arsenal, Shotgun Suge. He said we storming the Capitol. Hey, yo, chill out, man. Chill out. He's throwing out there. Chill out. We'll get into that in a minute. But he had quality W's. Danny Myers had arguably the resume to say he was number 1 this year in all of battle rap. He got a claim. That L versus Real Sick took him out of that top 2 discussion. Clearly took him out of that top 2 discussion. Because the top 2 do not have L's this year. So with that being said, Danny Myers is at number 3, the bar god, legend of the culture. Now let's get into the top. Let's get into the top 2. Now I'm gonna try to we gonna talk about this because earlier y'all seen I had Rum Nitty on here when I was breaking down everything, so you guys can see what I meant by the quality performance, the plus or the minus, the 2-on-2. Yeah, I was trying to give y'all the breakdown, the rundown of how this works. So you seen what Rum Nitty was, right? Number 2, we have Geechee Gotti. Geechee Gotti at number 2. Now, I already know there are people who are going to say, Nico, I got Geechee being number 1 this year. There are going to be other people who say, Nico, I got Rum Nitty number 1 this year. Now, I personally, before I made the official rankings, before I ranked this, I said, you know what, I have Gotti number 1 this year. Then we had a conversation about the resume. Well, let's be objective here. Break this shit down. And there's one aspect of their resumes. One aspect. One. That was different. I'm gonna see if I put Rum Nitty on here too. I want to see if I can put Rum Nitty's resume on here too. I want to see if I can put Nitty resume on here too. I want a side-by-side comparison. I want a side-by-side comparison, goddammit. I want a side-by-side comparison. We gotta get Rum Nitty on here. Get Rum Nitty on here. Get Rum Nitty on here. Not like that, goddamn, the whole screen? No, not the whole screen, just, boom! Right there. All right. There we go. Rum Nitty and Geechee Gotti. So, you look at it right here. It's very similar. Equal number of battles outside of the fact that Gotti had a 1-round battle versus Wise. Outside of that 1-rounder, very equal. About 6 battles apiece. They had a 2-on-2 and they had 5 1-on-1s. Right? Clear W's for both of them. We have Math Hoffa, Riggs, Swamp, KCJ for Geechee Gotti, Rum Nitty, Don Marino, Holmesy, Serious Drones, Drugs, Cortez. I have Gotti and Nitty being debatable, strictly being the judges did not give all 4 of their picks. They only had 3 judges. Only 3 gave their selections. The fan vote was in favor of Nitty by 1 point. And the judges are split. It was 2-1. So it's a 2-2 decision. Debatable. I know I'm going to hear some grumblers. Oh, Nico, it's not debatable. Come on. You got to have it. No, it's debatable. It was judged. And it's a 2-2 split. That sounds like debatable to me. So unless the last judge wants to put his verdict out there and give us an official winner, we're going with debatable until further notice, goddammit. But as you look at this, I said, okay. So you could have put it. What you mean? Hey, yo, man. Hey, yo, B. You want this over here? Look. Ref, I'll help you out, ref. Boom. Right there, ref. Is that cool, ref? Is that cool? Let me go and get this into focus. Let me move pictures around and shit. I didn't know people was trying to look at me while I'm talking about this. I'll break it down though. One thing separates Geechee Gotti and Rum Nitty this year. One thing separates Geechee and Rum this year. By the percentage, DNA and Gotti is debatable. By the percentage. Told you, 2/3 or more, clear. Less than 2/3, debatable. Their battle is very debatable. I think they're separated by maybe 19 or 20 votes. It's something very. They weren't separated by a lot. It's very close, like in the 50% to like 40. It's very close. But that is where Rum Nitty gets the edge. The edge over Geechee Gotti is that in the equal number of battles, he has a clear win with a quality performance. Gotti had a quality performance versus DNA. Very quality. One of the better battles this year. But it was debatable. So by that right there, Nitty gets the edge, and Nitty is number one this year. So far in the year. Still another 6 months of the year left. The halfway point, we got Rum Nitty at 1, Geechee Gotti at 2. He said Minnesota Luke. 1, he let his vote slip without realizing. I mean, listen, I've already heard the commentary about who Minnesota Luke had winning the battle. I've already heard who he has winning the battle. The problem with that, on why I'm not counting that, is because he didn't want to make an official vote. People put out his decision for him, but when he was asked, he decided to omit his vote, which is his decision. If he did not want to put that out there, he wanted to leave it as an all-time great moment, allow those two to go ahead and just break, you know what I'm saying? Have that moment, have that split decision. No, I have no problem with that. But until he wants to put that out there in an official place and we go by that as the culture, no, okay, this is the winner. It's 2-2. And that's how it's going to stay. You know what I mean? You said you on my head on the show? Oh, we definitely doing a radio show tonight. Oh, I'm definitely doing a radio show tonight. Discord going up tonight. That's going up tonight. We definitely going to have conversations this evening. We definitely going to have all the conversations. Said you glad you got to see that moment live. They're not going to do the fan prediction brackets now. Out of Dodge for that 10K. I don't know. I don't know what URLs are. I would hope that they would probably, you know what I'm saying, do something with that. But, you know, it depends. I don't know. You know, hopefully they can take care of those people, you know what I'm saying, and however they can make that work. Hopefully they can, you know what I'm saying, make sure whoever had their brackets with Gotti and Nitty in the finals, if they had their bracket, you know what I'm saying, thorough the way that they said that they needed to have a certain number of picks. However that bracket went, because I don't really remember, but however the bracket went, if they did have at least the finals right and they're supposed to get something for that, I hope that they were able to do something for them. He said doing the Will's Way. Yeah, Will's Way, I told you, the event this weekend is definitely going to change some things because there's a lot of battle rappers who are on that card, who are on this list, and there are those who are not on here but are close enough where one win or one quality performance can definitely push them into that top discussion. It's really a top 10, but I gave y'all 15. The 11 through 15 is on the bubble. But you pretty much just say it's a top 15 list. Basically just say top 15. You can, basically. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Shout out to No Studio on Podcast. Hopefully all y'all are subscribed to No Studio on Podcast, by the way. That shit is gold. That content is, that shit is gold. That's a must subscribe on YouTube for sure. But I'm doing the power rankings this way, y'all, because I was trying to do little tedious shit. Oh, you get 100 points for this. You get, that point is, I try to put it on a, give y'all a link. Oh yeah, you can go ahead and view this. No, we're going to do this visual so that this way you can also, it's going to be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to be posting all of these pictures, you know what I'm saying, on all the social media. So you can go ahead and follow it. They will be updated as battles are dropped. I will definitely be watching YouTube drops live on here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I will be definitely watching YouTube drops on here with you guys. And like I said, at battles, we going by the percentage. If it's 2/3 or more, clear win, clear loss. Less than 2/3 on the percentage, debatable. YouTube drops. I will be putting up either the Twitter poll, where I will just let the people decide by themselves who won this battle, and by the percentage, it will either say if it's clear or debatable, right? And I also have the option of, if battle rappers are like, hey, look, this shit, I don't want my name having no loss next to it for no reason because niggas want to be biased or niggas got their family members to vote. Nico, I want you and your panel judge this shit. We need a judge verdict. No problem. You just have to deal with the judge's decision. In that case, there will be no such thing as a debatable. Just as long as you know, you can request a battle to get judged. Like, Nico, no, I want this battle in the future. I want this judge, Nico. Cool. As long as it's not on the app, great. YouTube, I'm definitely there with it. For sure. Now, one-rounders. I'm going to say this again because I know y'all going to have a fit. One-rounders and two-on-twos are not qualified. You know what I'm saying? Peel your cap. Yeah, peel your cap is definitely going to... you had to get every round exactly correct. Ooh. Man, if there's anybody that actually got that entire bracket correct, you got... That's crazy. That's insane. If you got the entire... Nigga, my bracket was done after the first round. Five of my 8 picks were gone the first round. They were gone. So if y'all got all that shit right, yeah, you got to get something for that. You got to get something for that. That's crazy. That's crazy. You said they update that Nitty flyer. You talking about the Nitty verse next? Which one you talking about? But yeah, tonight, Discord, if you guys have not already, while I'm thinking about this, let me do this now. Let me go ahead and get my Discord link in the YouTube comments so you guys can have the link to physically access where I'm talking about. Let me make this shit. Copy that. But drop this shit here in the comments so everybody has the link, is available to go ahead and just click that. Oh, that's why. Okay. Boom. Discord link right there in the comment section for you guys. We will be live. I'm going to be doing Discord shows very often. Right now, I'm trying to give y'all at least a show a day. I'm trying to get a radio show every day because there's definitely topics to be discussed. Give some people something to do every night. And the West be having a lot of narratives, goddammit. So I'm at least trying to give y'all at least 3 a week. Right now, I've been doing, first week back, been doing 5. So about 3, anywhere from 3 to 5 a week. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, guaranteed locked-in shows. Trying to make sure that we get more of those because people want to talk about this battle rap shit. There's a lot of narratives that go on. We're gonna have it, you know what I'm saying, put our narratives out there and talk that shit. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be posting all of these individual power ranking flyers on Twitter, Instagram. So I'm gonna have to get back into my Instagram. I don't really use Instagram. I'm gonna try to, and Facebook. I will definitely put it like in the Western Conference. You guys can access them as battles drop. And live streams too. Let's be clear. Live stream battles, they qualify. Live stream qualifies. YouTube, let me make sure I'm clarifying. YouTube live stream qualifies because if it's on Caffeine, it's going to the app. Then the app is the verdict. Unless it's judged live on Caffeine. If it's judged live on Caffeine, that's a judge battle. All right. But YouTube battle. So Will's Way 2.1. Some of y'all, yeah. Definitely going to be talking about some of them battles. Little bit more. Now, the most pressing narrative tonight is Lil Stop. Okay, listen. I said there were names that did not make this. Look, Coffee was the first. I'm like, bruh, there's no way. Looked at it. We were objective about everybody's individual work. And we said, okay, makes sense why, despite how the name and how powerful she has been in recent history, got to be respectful of other people too on the work. So you'll notice there's nobody in the top 15 that only has one battle. There was nobody in the top 15 that only had one battle. Everybody had to have at least 2. At least 2. So that's why you won't see the real name Brandons. That's why you won't see certain names on here. Now, if somebody's like, hey, Nico, I had a battle. It ain't dropped yet, but I had a battle. Holla at the league owner and tell him to drop the shit. Tell him to stop playing with your footage. If you have another battle, like, Nico, I swear to you, I battled somebody, but the battle ain't dropped. Holla at me. If you have a battle upcoming, like, Nico, I don't like this shit. I got a battle coming up. Y'all need to judge this shit so I can get up on here. I got you. But as of right now, these are the 15. Yeah, listen, bro, when I went over this shit, it shocked me. But had to be objective. Gotta be objective about that. So again, top 15 in order. Again, Red Bangs Don't Bang at 15. 15-1. Red Bangs Don't Bang at 15. Stewie Newton at 14. Reverse Live at 13. Kid Clutch at 12. Emerson Kennedy at 11. We have Mad Flex at 10. We have Saint LA at number 9. Bobby Lee at number 8. Fate at number 7. Next at number 6. Jada Nightwing 5. B-Dot at 4. Danny Myers at 3. And in the top 2, Geechee Gotti at 2. Rum Nitty at number 1. For right now, that is what it's looking like at this point. Again, like I said, as battles drop, there will be updates. There will be updates. For sure. Definitely gonna get into it. Reverse Live. Oh, you know Ledge ain't. Oh, you know. Bruh. I know he don't. I know it was painful for him to see Reverse. I know it's painful. We're going to talk about it tonight, though. Discord tonight, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you guys pull up on the Nico TV Discord. If you're not able to pull up on the Discord, I will be live streaming here, the radio show, directly to YouTube. So either pull up on the Discord to be a part of it in the room, in the Discord room, or you can pull up right here on YouTube. It will be available for you guys here. So yeah, man, that's how I have it right now. NicoTV's West Power Rankings for the entire West region. Everybody in the West region qualifies. But that's how I have it so far. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me. You know what I'm saying? All that good stuff. Your boy NicoTV. Voice of the West. We out of here.